Welcome to Derwent Harp School. So today's question, do you need a 34-string harp with full levers to play to grade 5? The answer is no. With the International School of Musicians, you can play to grade 5 using your Discovery 16 harps made in here in Wales, or any small harp that you like, or your Adventurer 20, or your Discovery 21, or any harp that you choose to play on. International School of Musicians exams start at step 1. I was just playing Ode to Joy. So very simply, they're just using their second fingers in both hands for some simple tunes. They're using both hands. They do 3 pieces and 3 exercises. At step 1, the exercises are very straightforward. I try to include 2 notes together, so we're just doing those of you who are familiar with my method books, this is monkey sees, monkey does. It's encouraging the preparation of the hands, but very simple. So, 3 exercises and 3 very simple pieces. We have some lovely choices. Traditional beginners' favourites such as Frère Jacques. Again, encouraging the preparation of the hands, but they only have to use 1 finger. And Dear Old Wooden Shoe Dance, encouraging the technique of placing, preparing both of the fingers on the strings and flicking in. And that's a traditional Breton tune. The exams can be taken live online with an examiner, or they can be done recorded. So you record your 3 pieces, your 3 exercises, you introduce yourself, and away you go. Pop them into the iSOM staff. So, moving on to step 2. We're building on everything that we learnt in step 1. We're now starting to think about walking in our exercises, so we're learning to link those fingers. And jumping, so we're learning to cross over the hands. So encouraging really solid pedagogy. Now your tunes, when you get into step 2, you're straight away learning some traditional tunes. I'm Welsh, so we've got our favourite Welsh tune, Put Arabis, consolidating our placing. So it's pedagogically sound. So we're moving forward in a steady fashion. We're also introducing 3 fingers here, keeping some of it simple with the single notes. And again, that idea of preparing the hands. Pieces-wise, at step 2, I try to include something Christmassy for every grade, just because it's so useful for teachers. So I've got Silent Night. Now they're already using 3 fingers. You can place it as 2, 1, 2, 3, and really encourage that legato line. Or if you've got learners who are not quite at that level, they can do it just with second finger. So you can use a fingered version. As teachers, you know your students, so we can allow you to use your discretion. Moving on, grade 1. we're starting to use 4 fingers and we're learning about our scales and arpeggios in our exercise session. So our 4 exercises, the first choice they have is to play a scale of C major. And we're looking for a nice even tone. Then they play it with the other hand. We also include arpeggios, an introduction at this stage. Swapping hands. So we're encouraging the use of both of the hands. Pieces wise, we're taking a step up, and we have got some lovely traditional tunes that the children enjoy playing, particularly here in Wales. They love to play Calon Lân, a lovely Welsh hymn. And then onto the chorus. All of the music is free to access, so you can download these from the ISOM webpage. Free access music, no cost to the students. Great. If you want to play something outside of the pack, that's absolutely fine, so long as it's from any recognised graded syllabus. It can be a syllabus that's live currently or anything that's been in the past. If you'd like to play something off-piste, you can send that in for approval, and we'll add it to our supplementary lists for future reference. Another beautiful one from grade 1, which is starting to encourage ensemble playing, Dona Nobis Pacem, which can be played in a round. One of my absolute favourites. Also encouraging use of linking the fingering. Grade 1 is a lovely, lovely grade with lots of choices. Grade 2, we're starting to consolidate our crossing over the hands with our exercises. So lots of exercises that cover things like that. We're also bringing our scales into 2 hands together. And the pieces become more complicated with more traditional tunes and more classical numbers. My favourite 2 are the Delyn Newydd, which encourages them to have even tone throughout. And these are proper tunes that they can go out and use in a session. So it's not contrived purely to sell books. And we've also included a sea shanty at grade 2, so they can do Keep Hauling. And you've heard Isla doing this one on the other videos, so I'm not going to give any more of that one away. Grade 3. Who'd have thought you could do grade 3 on the small harp? So we're consolidating our scales a little bit more, extending our exercises with Grossi type exercises. So the same requirements as we're all used to at grade 3, we've just limited the range. And so on. So you all recognise that exercise. And pieces wise, we've got some of the old favourites, but on the small harp. So Chaconne by Jeremiah Clarke. and so on. So, but written for the small harp. And Rondo by Parsler, that we all loved when we were learning. So, dear old Rondo there for us. Grade 4, we move on to things like the Ashgrove with variations and more complex studies. So our scales are getting faster with the use of semiquavers, and we're learning our inversions and our dominant sevenths. So we're going sevenths and inversions. And then of course swap the hands. And moving on to grade 5, we're having, this will come in a separate video, but we're having our studies based on Renier, Maya, Conconi, so all the things that you would expect to have on a much larger harp. We've got variations on All Through the Night in the style of John Parry. We've got The Water is Wide, we've got G's Your Joy of Man's Desiring, it's all in there. I hope that I'll be able to encourage you to have a look at the International School of Musicians exams. Think about using the small harp for your teaching and expand your own teaching practices. Hope to hear from you soon. Bye!